In the men's category, on table 4 is Taufeeq and Melvin, and on 5, Tami and Aiden. Kindly note, it is race to 9.
I love to stand. This will move. I want to see where it is. It will move towards that. Is it going to go? I think it's going to move. Yeah, it'll move. Looking at where he's setting the camera, it will move. Peter, okay.
Amina and Jacinta, can you please start preparing your table, as well as Nainda and Miriam. Mr. Durst, can you finish up, please? Thank you.
Oh, it's wireless. Just bring.
Apparently, my phone cannot be. I should charge it at once.
So I can't use your
It's
muscle.
low on power, yeah.
So I can't.
Maybe in the next.
Okay.
The internet, this Wi-Fi is not. What's up?
I'm hotspotting myself.
Yes? Yeah.
Testing sound.
Which one?
But I came here Friday. And this will tell me the scores because I'm watching.
Q Pixels photography, microphone check. Q Pixels, microphone check. Q Pixels photography, microphone check. Testing sound, testing Taufeeq, testing Melbourne, testing First Life semifinals. There we go. Now with the certainty of clear clarity of audio and video, good morning once again and welcome to day number 5 of 6 of the ongoing it is the ongoing African Ultimate Pool Championships. We are at Ebundu Lounge, Mbombela District in Mpumalanga Province in South Africa. You are watching the First Life semi-finals respectively. The live stream is on Peter Chewe Live YouTube as well as Q Pixels Photography YouTube, sharing the same exact commentary. And some of you can as well watch the peripheral semi-final in the ladies on Q Pixels Photography between the Ugandans Jacinta and Amina. And then those of you who are watching on Peter Chewe Live, you can watch another semi-final between Aiden and Thami. I'll be giving you updates on all of the games as action rolls underway. Racing to 9 for a place in the First Life final. It is Malvan Mokonza now 1 and Taufeeq 2. Malvan proudly Zim, Taufeeq proudly South African, all the way from Cape Town. If I'm not mistaken, he's the youngest player in the competition. Not the first time he's getting to shine as a very young player. He did win a car competition at the age of 12. Yes, 12 years old. He won a car competition in South Africa. Because he's not yet turned 18 up to the present date, his car is being taken care of by his father. There has been necessary timeout by Maluva. He's one of 2 players with 2 lives in the competition. He gets to put black on the break. It is the golden break. It is a frame 1, just like that. Call it the psychological advantage. Call it the beneficiary of having timeout. Whatever it is, Malvan has won a frame in any way he has won it. It is now 2-2 between the players. One of those times when a frame is won on the very first shot of the frame, the break itself. Maluva 2 and Taufeeq 2, race to 9. He's been oozing with quality all throughout the competition. Maluva, I have to say that this is the best time, that the best competition in terms of the international ones that I have seen him participate in. He did reach the semi-finals of the Grand China in 2023. That one was single life competition. He lost the semi-final. This time a double life competition, yes, back in the semi-finals, but the speciality is that his both lives are in the semi-finals. In the second life, which will also be a semi-final, Maluva will be taking on another South African, this time from Durban, that is Jerry. Taufeeq is fighting for his life, because should he lose, he will be out of the singles. Frame number 5 is being played, most defensive of them all. The match between Aiden and Tammy is as well live on my Facebook socials. Break and Finish Live Facebook. Here comes Taufeeq. He was leading and leading and leading. Maluva fighting back and back and back, to the effect that it's now tied at 2-all. It could now go anywhere. It is still early days. The longest race there has happened in the competition so far. The match between Aiden and Tammy is at 4 frames to 1. It is now Aiden in the lead. Aiden as well on 2 lives. He does know how to win them double life competitions, most of the times winning positions number 1 and 2. And for a very long time, at least from an African perspective, he has been the king of double life competitions. Billiards Cafe, Lusaka 2023, he took positions number 1 and 2. He did something very similar about 2 months ago in a 64-man double life comp in Johannesburg. He was number 1 and 2, still on the verge. But not just him, Malvan Mokonza is in his exact spot, only that for Malva he's not leading in his own semi-final. Now Taufeeq has played the cue ball with a little bit more power than he would have wanted. Will want a sharp cut of the red. He cuts it so sharp, but not sharp enough. There is ladies action, by the way, dear viewers, in the first life semi-finals. It is an all Ugandan affair, all 4 Ugandans. It is Marion Chisache 1, Marion Chisache 0, Rukia Nega 1, and then Amina Faith Nganda 1, and Jacinta Kajui 1. They will be expected to conclude their action at just around the same time. And in the meanwhile, it is Aiden Joseph 4 and Tami Jabavu 2, Malvan 3, Taufeeq 2. Just like that, the on-form guy from Harare has won a 4th frame out of 6 and now leads by 4 frames to Malvan. Is running away with the match, dear viewers. He started like a player very much in form and is playing like exactly he is so. Also on confidence of someone that has not yet lost a match in the competition, and all his matches have been one-sided besides one match in his round of last 32 between himself and the Ugandan Ian, which ended by 7 frames to 5. Elsewhere, it was one-way traffic. Taufeeq now has this job of finishing these 3 yellows. 2 of them in pretty good space, 1 of them not really. The one that is entangled just with the black and red near the black spot. He may play the cue ball into it with this shot. Has played the cue ball not with too much perfection. Maybe he got exactly what he intended. After all, he still can finish the frame. That is very good white ball manipulation. He's trying to make an observation to ensure if he rolls yellow with the natural white for black, black is compatible to the corresponding center pocket, which is the same exact case. The boy from Cape Town is winning a 3rd and winning it by break and finish. Malvan Mokonza now 4 and Taufeeq 3. Race to 9 for a place in the first live final. Thereafter, Malvan will be playing another match in the second live final between himself and Jerry of South Africa. Also expect Aiden and Ginte of Malawi.
You don't believe Durban?
The first men's singles trophy of the Ultimate Pool Championship is now hanging in between Harare, in between Cape Town, in between Durban, in between Johannesburg, in between Blantyre. Nobody knows the players involved in the competition are from those respective cities. Aiden, Thami from Johannesburg, Taufeeq from Cape Town, Maluva from Harare, Ginte from Blantyre, Jerry from Durban. There's also this kind of competition for which city is Africa's capital city of pool. Between Johannesburg, between Cape Town, between Harare, between Kampala, between Lusaka, between Nairobi, between Dar es Salaam. For this competition, the best from Harare and the best from Johannesburg is having 2 lives. And with due respect to Eshka, who is as well from Harare, just like Malvan. But the pride of Cape Town is snookered, self-snookered. He does find the yellow, but doesn't pot. Looks like a chance for Malvan to win a 5th frame out of 8. I did have breakfast close to Malvan. He did have very small snacks and some little water, and then took a Red Bull. He said, I need just a little more energy than I have. He does believe that he's playing so many matches today. He believes he's winning this match. Then he believes he would win against Jerry as well. He says he's taking an energy drink because he will need more energy to play 2 finals in both of his lives today. The advantage, the benefit of a tournament organized like this is the fact that for those players that have 2 lives at the latter stages of the competition, say Maluva and Aiden, are well rested ahead of playing too much pool. For a 1-day or 2-day comp, someone with 2 lives is very tired at the later stages of the comp. But for now, players who have 1 life like Taufeeq, like Thami, like Jerry, like Ginte are as equally rested as Malvan and Aiden on 2. Now Taufeeq is snookered. He seems he's gotten his mind on trying to find yellow by mass shot. Here is the shot, curve round, curve white, round red to find the yellow. He does find it. He, however, doesn't pot. And the biggest likelihood of them all now is a clearance that would win for Maluva a 5th frame out of 8. Shazi 256 asking how old Taufeeq is. He has just turned 17. So you are just a little older than him. I'm kidding. Tenash Shekubu saying 16. I was told by Francis he's just turned 17. And Jerry told him he had not yet turned 12 by the time he won a car comp in Cape Town. He's been in the game at a top level that long, and yet he is still this young. How I wish one day I get to stream a comp involving him and Craig Nkarapipilo and Herbert Mokisa and Jackson Asiku and Ryan Williams and Jafet Mangoma and all of those very talented young shooters of Africa. One of them has fouled. And not just a foul, but Marvin has cue ball in hand, can place it anywhere on the bed of the table. Hopefully for him, make another clearance. In the meantime, of the over 700 people who are watching on Break and Finish Live and other hundreds watching on Qpixel's photography, only very few have liked the video. Please like and like and like before Malvan puts the next ball. Please like the video just for the sake that YouTube recommends the same video to other YouTubers like yourself. There has been Malvan opening up the block and thereby being in a very good position to make this pending clearance. That kind of concentration on the shot, the kind of perfection, the kind of game reading, the kind of efficiency, the kind of accuracy, but now the kind of miss. For Maluva, that one is going to be a very painful frame lost after doing all the hard work just coming short. Taufeeq will make no mistake, playing cue ball against the cushion with a big right spin and gets good white and puts the black and equalizes. Just like that, it is Maluva 4 and Taufeeq 4. Just in case you are only now joining this stream, you are watching the live stream of the African Ultimate Pool Championships here at Ibundu Lounge, Mbombela District, Mpumalanga Province, sponsored by Ultimate Pool South Africa, organized by Ultimate Pool South Africa on behalf of the African continent. You are seeing two of the continent's very best, from Harare, Malvan Mokonza, from Cape Town, Taufeeq, racing to 9 for a place in the first life final, and Malvan Mokonza now regains his lead. It is 5 frames to 4. The race of the match is 9 for a place in the final. There are other matches happening on 3 other tables. 2 ladies semi-finals: Amina Faith Nganda versus Jacinta Kajibi, Rukia Naiga versus Amina Faith Nganda, all Ugandan semi-finals, all 4. There's another match in the men's first life semi-final between 2 South Africans, Aiden Joseph and Tammy Jabava. That one is live on Break and Finish Live Facebook. In the meantime, timeout for Taufeeq, Malvan Mokonza 5 and Taufeeq 4. The last time that we had timeout, Maluva had a golden break. That's how he won his third frame. The next time that we have gotten timeout, Taufeeq is having a break and finish. It is how he's gaining his fifth frame, dear viewers. It is Taufeeq now 5 and Maluva 5. The race to 9 has turned into a race to 4. Too tight, too tense, too close to call. Even tighter for those that are watching from Cape Town, while knowing that your player could exit the competition if he loses. For those that are watching from Harare, their player is having a double-edged sword. He still has a chance to make it. He must win against Jerry to make it into the first live final. There we go. He seems to be confident, seems to be on form, and has a focus of someone that has played for so many years, and yet while he has been renowned for only about 5-6 years, he's not yet even 23. Maluva is just 22 years old, on the verge of potting black with another single visit of the table, and the Zimbabwean gains his lead. It is now Maluva 6 and Taufeeq 5. Representing Harare, representing Zimbabwe, representing his management team, the ATA. Okay, I just want to mock those of you who are mocking the Ugandans, that there's no Ugandan representation in the men's semi-finals, both sides of the draw. Here comes Maluva. He's having Ugandan management. His management is the Ugandan management team, the ATA. But he has fouled on the break while Taufeeq will have the cue ball in hand. It is only one visit of the table. It's just a loss of turn for Maluva. And Taufeeq is placing the cue ball behind the ball lane. He's contemplating going for the reds. And there he is playing the table, closing the table on the reds, playing cue ball into one yellow, creating space between his other reds. Again, cue ball into another yellow, creating even more space in between the reds, having a well-guided pattern, a well-thought pattern, a very mature pattern from a very young player. It is now Tami Jabavu 7 and Aiden Joseph 4. The great South African is on the verge of losing one of his lives. It will become even more deadly if he loses, because his opponent in the next semi-final is Stanford Griven Inte. Here he goes, seemingly on the verge of being the beneficiary of a scratch on the break from Maluva. Action that is happening in the morning with not more than 15 fans at the venue, courtesy of them being at work. We have so many watching online using the benefit of internet to promote players such as Taufeeq. You are watching one of the very best from Cape Town taking on one of the very best from Harare and having the very best close scores. Now 6-6 between Taufeeq and Maluva, 7-4 between Aiden and Tami, with Aiden down. It can't get any closer than it is now. Can't get any more unpredictable than it is. So intricately poised in the balance between South Africa and Zimbabwe. Probably the neutrals will want to see as many South Africans as possible in the next round, maybe qualifying into the prize bracket. Here is one Zimbabwean who wants to challenge the recent dominance of South African and Ugandan polo on African soil by defeating one of Cape Town's finest right in Mpumalanga. And more likely than not, it will be so at least for frame number 13. He cannot afford to miss. With the kind of cue ball, he will simply want to play the cue ball with very little power into the yellow, put it to the center pocket, and then play the white just a little into the red, simply to stop its movement, just like that. As long as he rolls the yellow left on the table, right against the rail to the corner pocket, bottom right on Break and Fish Live, which is as well bottom left on Qpixel's photography, he will be winning yet another frame. Oops, that was close. And Maluva knows that against a boy of Taufeeq's quality, a miss of such a ball is almost a guarantee that he will be losing the frame. The pool that we are watching is a game of very fine margins. Almost all of the frames have been won by one slight miss, one slight error, one slight imperfection from the opponent. This frame was almost finished by Maluva with one visit of the table, missing one last ball just with this whisker. And this now it's on the verge of being won by his opponent yet again with another visit of the table. Few frames won by Taufeeq by Break and Finish, few frames won by Maluva by Break and Finish. There was a frame won by Golden Break. It has been that close. Not so many frames in which both players have got different turns of the table, maybe 3 at most out of 13. And Taufeeq can really mean to be a very confident player. Look at where he's positioning the cue ball. Now he'll want to put to the corner pocket, cue ball bouncing off the top cushion, returning back towards the direction of the black. This is very good shooting from the young South African. We are going to be watching him for so many years. He is well grounded, well nurtured, well talented, and now well grilled, on the verge of perhaps making it into the final. Taufeeq 7 and Maluva 6.
I need a chill.
Sorry. Taufeeq. Sorry.
As Taufeeq tries to go for a frame that could probably gain him a 2-frame cushion for the first time in the match, he has to be wary. He has a dead yellow near the center pocket, the left or top. If you're working on Qpixel's photography, he's just played the cue ball into it, rendering it open. Maybe not so open enough, but still in with a chance for him, in my opinion. Not only because of the position of the balls, but also because of his exceptional talent and quality. He's now showing us his talent. There he goes. There goes the cue ball. There goes the perfection. Still a problem ball it is. That red, which is leftwards of them all, perhaps topwards of them all if you're working on Qpixel's photography. He perhaps will want to put both to the same pocket. Maybe the last red, which is dead, not so dead, to the opposite center pocket and by bank, but still has chance of playing it now. But it will be risky. Understandable that he's playing the easier portable ball first off yellow, not only to open up the pocket but also allow himself better cue ball for the last red. He will want to put it by bank to the center pocket on the right center pocket at the bottom on Qpixel's photography. By bank he goes off cushion and it's in. He will want to make sure that he makes this good play count by putting black to the center pocket, bottom left. There he goes. Looks like a miss. Yes, it is a miss by the South African. Thank you for watching News Desk Official. You're asking Maluva to harden up his surf, go away. Timo Sansengo, my friend, former fish. You say that he can go toe-to-toe with you say Herbert, the Ugandan can go toe-to-toe with Taufeeq. Okay, let's hope that Herbert makes his international debut. There is preparation for him to be part of the Billiards Cafe Double Elimination competition that is happening in about 5 weeks from now in Lusaka. If he, then you can get to see Top Seed Q Sports. Thank you for watching. You are appreciating the boy is talented. No shade of a doubt. He is not just talented. Taufeeq is very, very talented. Eddie, thank you for watching. Just as this Shazi 256. You want there's a lot of Herbert talk on the stream. No, I don't want to want the publicity of Taufeeq to be affected by another player. It's the reason that I have not been telling you about the battle between Aiden and Caesar tonight, because there is a tournament ongoing. I will not be telling you anything about battles, and I have not. I will be telling you that Malvan is on the verge of winning frame number 14. Just he has done for 6 of the first 13. Make asking how old Taufeeq is. He's way younger than you. He's still a teenager. He's just made 17, but the 22-year-old is becoming no mean feat for Taufeeq. Malvan will want to put black. He will want to make sure hits it big and hits it in and wins the frame. It is Malvan now 7 and Taufeeq 7. For those watching on Peter Chewy Live YouTube, for the 2-3 minutes timeout for Maluva, you may enjoy an ongoing frame in the background between Aiden and Tammy. Welcome back, dear viewers, to the live stream of the First Life semi-finals of the ongoing African Ultimate Pool Championships here in Mbombela in South Africa, powered by Ultimate Pool South Africa. The match on table is drawing 7-all between Malvan Mokonza from Zimbabwe and Taufeeq from South Africa, racing to 9. Score is 7-7, making this big match a race to 2, causing all the nerves and tension at the arena because of the fear of the unknown from both sets of players, both sets of management teams. For Taufeeq, Pool Cape Town for Maluva, the Advanced Talent Agency. He needs to. Taufeeq needs to. Perhaps one could get down in the bag with the ongoing sequence of play for Maluva. He's trying to put yellow to the corner pocket. He's playing cue ball into another yellow. He has played himself in a little bit of trouble because into a yellow and yellow into red has left red packed right at the corner pocket and has 2 of his yellows behind. The one that has space to try and pass is the one that he has gotten himself snookered. Even more reason to feel that he's in trouble. Tammy Jabavo 8, Aiden Joseph 6. If Tammy wins the ongoing frame on Break and Finish Live Facebook, if Gente as well defeats Aiden, it means Aiden would have lost his 2 lives, all perhaps in 2 subsequent matches. There has been a foul by Maluva, call it a technical foul because it's just a loss of turn. He has played it to his own ball. Although he has failed to make combination shot, he still lives. Taufeeq simply having to pot his own balls and without touching the cue ball. No cue ball in hand, simply having to play in its position. Now, if Taufeeq can win the ongoing frame with his visit of the table, that will be something of a clearance. But yes, he will try. The boy is here to mean business. He's on the verge of winning a frame. You never ever saw him winning. Even when Maluva committed a foul, technically, he's demonstrating that it was opportunity enough for him to win the frame and is winning it so clinically. Of course, he's done enough, call it more than enough. He's on the verge of leading at the very business end of this big match. Taufeeq versus Black, and wins the frame. It is all the reason now for the current excitement in Pretoria, in Bloemfontein, in Johannesburg, and Durban, and East London. The same reason for the current worry in Bulawayo, and Gweru, and Kwekwe, and Mashingo, and Mutare, and Chitungwiza, and Harare, where Malvan is born. He must win 2 frames in a row or else lose one of his lives, and yet bad enough for him, his second life is against Jerry, the South African, coming live next. If he doesn't make this count, it will be the last break for Maluva in this match. He breaks relatively big, gets to make 1 red ball, and not though a very good split of the balls. Reds are definitely positioned better. I am not certain he has ease with which to put one of the reds and close the table. more pressure, more nerves, more tension. Malvan must make sure it's one of the highest quality matches that have been played all tournament long. I've witnessed one of those matches where you do feel that both players will deserve to qualify. And that I can say if I had the power, I would qualify them both into the first life final, but I don't have my power. My wishes do not matter. What matters is to play by the rules. The rules grant the chance to qualify for only the one player out of these two. That will be the first to 9 frames. Of the 2 frames left on the table, Taufeeq needs one, Malvan needs both, including this one. Now he must make this shot count. Seems to aim for center pocket, goes for the corner pocket instead. Not only pots, but also guides the cue ball even better than the pot. The pot of the 2 remaining reds on the table to the center pocket, and bottom left will be casual, but potting the black will not be. Here he goes. He may want to draw the cue ball backwards, pot black to the center pocket of yellow, or perhaps play the black leftwards. Was for the backspin. The guide to pot black could be to the center pocket, but off the yellow. Not even off the yellow. There was space. Maluva wins the frame. Ladies and gentlemen, the highest quality match in terms of the performance of both players in the competition so far will not come any better than a decisive frame between Maluva and Taufeeq. Dear viewers, Malvan Mokonza, Zimbabwe 8, and Taufeeq, South Africa 8, rest to 9. This is the last break of the match. Taufeeq gets to pot both red and yellow on the break, leaves a relatively good split of the balls. He is now on the verge of making it into the final, at least in one of his lives. If he's to win this match with his current visit of the table, by the stretch of imagination of how close the match it has been so far, Malvan will have qualified. Sorry, Taufeeq will have qualified simply because of winning the lag to break the first frame and perhaps the last. He gets to close the table. Taufeeq on yellows. Cue ball is just in space. It is 5 yellows on the table and the black. All of them potable as long as he's calm, as long as he's composed, as long as he's efficient, as long as he's clinical, as long as he doesn't even think about the implications of the match or the frame, as long as he simply focuses on finishing now the 4 yellows and the black. He seems to be doing exactly so. That was close to him potting the cue ball, but yes, he's safe. Still safe he is. How good will this one be? Yellow into another and in. He leaves a cut between cue ball and the second yellow left on the table, such that when he puts it to the same corner pocket, cue ball means moves rightwards on break and finish, topwards on Q Pixel's photography. He needs that perfect position in which he can pot yellow with natural roll, cue ball bouncing off the bottom cushion and into space for him to pot black to the top corner pocket on Q Pixel's photography, left center pocket on Peter Chowe Live. And dear viewers, Taufeeq is winning. Maluva is losing one of his lives. That will be it for his first life. Taufeeq will not be going away without an interview.
Extend the laptop for an interview. Extend the laptop. come here. Congratulations, Taufeeq. That was a top performance. Eh?
Thanks, Peter.
How would you rate the game of
10
Maluva compared to other players in South Africa, most especially Cape Town?
Yeah, he play a very good game. We play like Cape Town people.
Oh,
Fast.
Cape Town people are fast
Yeah.
and efficient. Eh?
Yeah.
Who of the players besides Malvan, those you have faced in the competition, seems to have given you a hardest time?
I think Kayanja.
Kayanja Ibra, the Ugandan.
Yeah.
Do you know who could be your next opponents in the first life final?
I think who won now? Tammy or Aiden?
They are playing out probably decider.
Oh.
Who?
No, the game is done.
Okay. It is Tammy. Is that good or bad news for you?
Anything.
You are smiling. It means good news, eh? I
I
wish you good luck.
Thanks.
Time frame, and then we will start with the next round.
You know this person.